You get rejected. You feel angry. What do? You lash out. You feel anxious. What do? You retreat. You feel sad. What do? You isolate. But there's a better way in this video. We're going to look at how to deal with strong emotions according to Stoicism. Do Stoics just not have feelings? If you judge your experience, you suffer. If you don't, you just feel life. The Stoics believed that emotions were a natural and necessary part of the human experience. In fact, they wanted us to feel emotions. They just wanted us to make sure that we re-feeling them for the right reasons and not letting them control us. To put it simply, Stoicism isn't about being emotionless. It's about being self-aware. This idea is perfectly captured in this quote from the Stoic philosopher Epicurus. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. This means that often our minds can make things seem much worse or much better than they actually are. We can imagine all sorts of outcomes in our heads that can cause us to feel a whole range of emotions. But if we zoom out and get some perspective, we often realize that these imaginary scenarios are not as significant or impactful as we initially thought they would be. Let's take the example of anger. When someone cuts you off in traffic, you might feel a surge of anger. But if you pause for a moment and reframe the situation, you'll realize that it's not worth getting upset over. This simple act of reframing can help regulate your emotions and prevent you from reacting in a harmful or destructive way. It's also important to note that the Stoics believed that emotions are caused by our judgments about events, not the events themselves. For example, if you see a tornado coming towards you, you might feel afraid. But if you choose to see it as an opportunity to test your bravery, you won't feel afraid. In this example, the same event can cause two different emotional responses based on how you choose to interpret it. This is a powerful concept that can be applied to all areas of life. So the next time you find yourself feeling overwhelmed by a strong emotion, pause and ask yourself, what am I telling myself about this situation? By becoming more aware of your thoughts and beliefs, you can change your emotional experience and master your emotions instead of letting them master you. Here are 3 tools that can help us regulate our emotions according to Stoicism. First, the dichotomy of control. This tool helps us determine whether or not something is under our control, so that we don't waste energy worrying about things that we can't influence. Is this within my control? If yes, then do it. If no, then don't. This exercise can help reduce our emotional overreaction to things. It's great for dealing with situations like anxiety, uncertainty, and pressure from social media. Second, view from above. This tool encourages us to get perspective by imagining ourselves far away from our problems. Picture yourself as if you were looking down on your city, your country, or even your planet. This exercise can help put things in perspective and reduce the intensity of our emotional reactions. Third, voluntary discomfort. This involves intentionally putting yourself in uncomfortable situations to build resilience and emotional strength. It's the idea that if we practice doing hard things like cold showers, fasting, going without comforts, then we'll be better equipped to handle challenging situations in life. As Marcus Aurelius says in Meditations, train yourself to let go of everything you fear to lose. By practicing voluntary discomfort, we can learn to let go of our attachment to specific outcomes and develop a stronger, more resilient mindset. Now let's look at real-life situations and apply these Stoic ideas. You miss an opportunity, perhaps a promotion or a relationship. Instead of feeling bitter and resentful, you can reframe the situation by saying, this setback is training. Obstacles are opportunities. You get into a conflict with someone. Instead of getting angry and lashing out, you can take a step back and say, that person didn't hurt me. My judgment about it did. You struggle in silence, feeling overwhelmed and defeated. You can reframe your experience by saying, this too shall pass. By practicing these reframes, you can start to see that many of the things that cause you to feel negative emotions are actually opportunities for growth and self-improvement. And by mastering your emotions, you'll be able to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and resilience. So the next time you find yourself feeling triggered by a strong emotion, pause and ask yourself, is this under my control? That's where Stoic power begins. And thank you to our supporters who make videos like this possible. If you'd like to support us, you can do so today at our website. In Part 4, we'll explore Stoicism and relationships. How do we stay grounded when everyone around us is losing their mind? If you've missed part 1 or 2, you can watch them now by clicking the links provided. As always, if you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe. And remember, the best revenge is massive success.